We are off to a great start tonight with that mic. So yeah. This is all just a really good omen. But no, yeah, I'm doing comedy. I've been finding myself wanting to get into the roots and stuff like that. So I write my own jokes. But the hard part is I have terrible handwriting. So I can't read my shit half the time. It's not my fault. I grew up, come from a long line of bad handwriting. My father and his father before him. But that kind of gave me an interesting perspective. When I worked for my dad, he would end up being grunt, and I would end up being the hieroglyphist. Yeah, it's a hard word to say. He'd be sitting there and he'd be like, "What needs to get in this load? Glass dildos? This is a lumberyard. It's 2x4s. What are you looking for? Are you high? Nope, just drunk." Well, I guess I'm driving the forklift today. That's right, everyone. I'm forklift certified. You can tell like this half of the room's like heard that joke way too many times, and it's just like, oh god. But no, forklift certification in a small town is not very extensive. It's basically just take it up, fill it with gas, and don't crash into any buildings. So sitting in there, 13 years old, listening to Chamillionaire on my Walkman, from Walkman, like I'm a gangster. Even though I have a face that screams, "This mayo is too spicy." No. I am single, dating out there, trying to date. But I have a problem. I go into what I call golden retriever mode, where I fall for someone hard and I find myself telling them everything about my life, and it's not great. The thing though is, unlike a golden retriever, after a couple of weeks, they usually wish somebody would have put me down. Thank you. The first time I told that joke, everybody was just like, "Oh, sad." That's a joke. Yes. No, I do appreciate it. I was actually half expecting that kind of response tonight, and I was going to be like, you can tell who's heard that joke before and who hasn't. But, it's a good vibe up here. I like this room. Got a nice little couch, have a little good time. Perfect place to do lines. The table's got the right height there for time to get weird. But no, yeah, I do date from time to time. I actually went on a couple dates with a girl who has an OnlyFans. OnlyFans, the new world of porn. Because I'm not going to go out to a porn shop and buy stuff. I just want to have it in my convenience. I'm going to jerk off, and I'm going to put pants on to jerk off. So, but no, we went on a couple dates. I fucked it up, it's on me. But the one thing that disappointed me was she never asked me to do any OnlyFans stuff with her. I've gone down on her, or used the toy, or been the cinematographer. The problem though that I find is that I probably would have gotten way into it. I would have been like, yes, lighting. We need angles here and here. We are going to make it work. We are getting an AVN award tonight. Let's do this. Anybody here know what an AVN award is? I feel like you know what an AVN award is. That's this one guy right there. He's like, nope, not me. I've never heard of those in my life. The AVN awards are basically like the Emmys of porn. But then I realized I'd end up being Christopher Nolan of porn. It'd be way too long, convoluted plot, and you tell your friends halfway through that you got it, even though you got lost halfway through. God, fuck that one up. But yeah, it's good stuff. I had a buddy of mine that got engaged recently. Lives out in Boston. He did it in a public place. And he was telling us a story, and he's like, oh yeah, everybody's sitting there and everybody's staring around at us and stuff like that. It's like, of course everybody's gonna stare at you. It's an engagement. It's like number 3 on the list of things you're gonna stare at in public. 2 is probably gonna be crime, like someone getting stabbed. and one's going to be someone doing something unexpected. There were no nuns rapping in that park, and even though it was Boston, there was no crime. So obviously, people are going to be like, "Oh, let's look at this." But then he was like, "Yeah, you know, she said yes." Obviously, that'd be really awkward if I told the story and he was like, "She said no," and she's like, "Oh yeah," everybody started clapping. It's like, well, obviously everybody's going to start clapping, but then it got me thinking, what if all of a sudden you're doing engagement and then just like out of the corner of the room all of a sudden you just heard boo, boo, it's like just booing an engagement. There is one place that is socially acceptable to boo an engagement, and that is a sporting event. If you are engaging, if you're proposing to someone at a sporting event, you deserve to be booed. So that's my time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Go for Dylan, please. Now, before we get to our next comment, I see